Hello everybody and welcome back to HotCuppaCrypto, where today we are jumping into the cryptocurrency news, all of the latest updates that are happening. We are checking out the markets. Thank you so much for joining me on this brand new cryptocurrency channel, and thank you guys all for the support, the amazing support on the previous videos, the first videos in fact of the channel. And let's jump in to the markets. So today we're checking out Bitcoin, right? It is 44.3k and we are currently bouncing here, as you guys can see, into a nice green uptrend after we come down from this massive downtrend since the latest all-time high of 69k. We hit the bottom here around 33k. As you guys can see, we came up, we tested it at about 36k, and now we are making higher lows. And as you guys can see here today, we've importantly bounced off this higher low, the highest low so far, which is 41,500, and now we're bouncing up. So it looks like we're in quite a positive uptrend right now for the cryptocurrency markets. Ethereum 6%, very nice uptrend. Binance plus 6%, BNB token. Solana plus 5%, as you can see down here, a nice uptrend. Luna, nice uptrend, plus 5.3%. Avalanche, a nice uptrend, plus 8%. If we go on to CoinMarketCap, you can see most of the tokens here. We look at the column here, which is the 24-hour column. So it is the first one on the left. If you guys want to see the latest updates, which is that all of the cryptocurrency coins are looking in the green for the past 24 hours, and the market is looking great. So there is a lot of bullish news and exciting news to go over today. Let's quickly check the regular financial markets. The S&P 500, it is not looking good, guys. It is not looking good. We've got the S&P 500 down yesterday. The market's open in about 20 minutes. It's about 2 p.m. In the UK, and we have the Nasdaq not looking good, guys. It is not looking good. It is dropping like never before, and so is the Dow Jones Industrial Index. They are dropping down like a house of cards, guys, at the moment. So the US stock markets are not looking that strong. So it's quite nice to see some bullish momentum here coming in from the cryptocurrencies. We'll be jumping into in future videos if Bitcoin is related to a tech stock or not, or if it's more related to gold or inflationary assets. That's a whole topic and conversation in and of itself. We're going to be jumping into that in future videos. But this is the dollar index, and as you guys can see right now, it's relatively stable and quite high above the 96 level. But gold is absolutely exploding. As you guys can see here, the past few days we've had these daily candles since the 2nd of February with gold rising amid these global uncertainty pressures. As you guys could see, all the way back in 2020 we had the all-time high of gold of around 2,100 basically. So I strongly believe that gold and Bitcoin are going to explode past their all-time highs this year, guys. At least especially gold, and then you also have silver, which is looking pretty bullish as well. And then oil, guys, hit a new all-time high. So what does that mean for you? Not all-time high, but it hit a new 52-week high. It is now, it hit, what did it hit the other day? $95 a barrel. My goodness, I thought it was 93. But what does that mean? Well, it means that every single thing that you buy at the supermarket and in your day-to-day life, all of the products you buy are going to go up in price as inflation is running completely out of control, guys. As you can see here, we have the main indexes on MarketWatch. They are all looking in the red. And even gold is down a little bit today. But the US dollar loses 97% of its value, of its purchasing power against Bitcoin in the last 5 years, guys. And it's really nicely described of this diagram here, as you can see, with regular money. And this is what is happening to your pounds, to your dollars, and to whatever currency, your euros, whatever currency you hold. But basically it is losing value minute by minute and year by year through these record high inflation, which came out at 7.5% this month, which is a new 40-year high in US inflation, which is going to affect all of the other Western countries and in fact the global financial markets. But look at this. In 1998 you could buy a massive a massive basket worth of groceries for $20. In 2005 you could buy less groceries for that $20, but still a basket full. In 2014 you can buy way less with $20, and in 2021, guys, with $20 you can barely buy one or two items. You know, you can barely buy hardly any items. But with Bitcoin, In 2012, you could buy just a few items. In 2013, you could buy a massive trolley's worth. 2014, 1 year later only, you could buy the whole supermarket. And in 2021, you can buy probably way more than the Tesla Cybertruck, yeah, according to how things are going to go this year. But what it is showing to you guys is how bad inflation really is, because we could see it in the regular markets and with gold, but Bitcoin really highlights that way worse. And there's some geopolitical tensions right now with a war with Russia. Let's actually check out what Boris Johnson said today, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom of England, here where I live. Let's actually check out what he's saying about the latest about the
last night going into today. Clearly there are signs of a diplomatic opening. There always has been an opportunity to talk. There are grounds for a conversation about Ukraine, with Ukraine, and that's good. We are seeing a Russian openness to conversations. On the other hand, the intelligence that we're seeing today is still not encouraging. We've got Russian field hospitals being constructed near the border with Ukraine.
So as you can see, Boris Johnson is quite he is trying to be quite positive about the situation. But we never know, because this is still a very uncertain situation. The Russians are kind of like amplifying tensions with the Ukraine, so we don't know how crazy Vladimir Putin is going to decide what to do next. Is he going to invade the country? And if that happens, guys, all the financial markets, including the cryptocurrency markets, will most likely plummet, right? So that is a geopolitical threat from the war. But for the most part, a lot of the dangers are kind of already priced in. So there is that to think about as well. Now let's check out what else is happening. This is a really interesting piece of news here today in the cryptocurrency world. Binance is upgrading or changing the name of their chain from Binance Smart Chain to the BNB chain, which is, they're calling it here the evolution of the Binance Smart Chain. Very interesting news. And the transition that highlights Binance's smart chain connection with the BNB token and the BNB ecosystem. So Binance has its own evolutionary journey towards greater innovation and decentralization, and BNB has transcended Binance in its terms and its use cases. That's what they're saying here. BNB, which stands for Build and Build, I didn't actually know that. Let me know if you guys knew what BNB stood for in the comments below. Formerly called Binance Coin, is a blockchain gas token that fuels transactions on BNB chain. BNB is comprised of the Beacon chain and the Binance Smart Chain. So go ahead and check out this article. It's on Binance's website of the latest updates, but it's going to be a name change to BNB Chain, guys, and it's going to be no longer Binance Smart Chain. A very important and interesting name change and change of the Binance Smart Chain news today. So that is interesting. Now, Bitcoin hits 44k after Canada emergency powers accompany a 6% Bitcoin price increase. So if you guys don't know what's happened, Canada has invoked an emergency act targeting cryptocurrency and other apparently crowdfunding platforms, and they're broadening the scope of the funding rules, which includes crypto transactions to protesters and gives the government the power to freeze bank accounts. So they're just trying to control cryptocurrency payments and kind of stop people from having freedom. So what the funny thing is it just makes Bitcoin rise even more. As you guys can see, Bitcoin now hits 44k. You would expect that this would be bad for Bitcoin, but these types of governments trying to stop cryptocurrency, it never works, guys. It never works. In fact, it makes it more of a use case. Plans to include cryptocurrency in enhanced surveillance by the Canadian government have the unintended knock-on effect of fueling unstoppable money. So it basically makes people want this kind of Bitcoin freedom money more, because it is outside of the rules of the government. They can't ban it. It is decentralized, and so many countries have tried to ban it in the past, Russia and China and India, and they have all gone back and unbanned it many times. And currently the only country that still has it banned is China. So yeah, because you pretty much can't ban something that is decentralized. But we've seen this over and over again. So let's check this out here. What is this? The block crypto? No, this is not what I was checking out. But basically, YouTube is hiring for a director to lead the Web3 push, guys. So that's a piece of interesting news. I had the news article up on this page, but for some reason, oh, it's just an advertisement. So here, YouTube has kicked off the hiring process for a director of Web3 product management. This is really interesting because they're looking for someone with experience in buying, owning, trading cryptocurrency, NFTs, and tokens. What does this mean for the cryptocurrency industry, guys? This is absolutely massive. As you guys know, at the moment we got Twitter, we got Facebook, we got all of the social media platforms looking to integrate NFTs, which is cryptocurrencies, which is a massive part of cryptocurrencies, into their social media platforms. Could YouTube be next, where it announces some kind of cryptocurrency integration? You could use the NFTs. Perhaps you can earn tokens from watching videos, or you can reward or transfer tokens peer-to-peer to other creators, right? So you can directly fund them using cryptocurrency. That would be an amazing innovation in the future. I really do think, I doubt it that YouTube would do something like that, of course, because it's in their best interest to keep the monetary element of their website in their own control. But we'll see what happens, because it looks interesting that they're delving into the world of crypto here. More NFT news, guys. The highest ever CryptoPunk sale nets $24 million. I think the previous one was 21 million, right? The most expensive CryptoPunk sold, I think. And so now a rare CryptoPunk sold for 8,000 Ethereum, which is the equivalent of 23.7 million US dollars on February the 12th, making it the highest selling CryptoPunk to date. Absolutely massive, and this advert keeps popping up. Absolutely massive NFT news, guys, but it just shows that the NFT market at the moment is currently exploding, and it's really heating up, and there's lots of excitement going on in that market. And it continues to gain adoption no matter what you think about NFTs. There are some terrible use cases for it, and there are some really amazing use cases. It is just like the internet in its infancy phase. It has years and decades more of development to go before NFTs really reach their potential use case scenario. So yeah, also another piece of interesting news here from Twitter, from a very reliable cryptocurrency news page, breaking that Fidelity, which is one of the world's biggest asset managers, right, has just launched a Bitcoin ETF in Europe. So there is now a Bitcoin exchange traded fund in Europe. Still not in the USA, we're waiting for one, but many expect that when a new Bitcoin ETF is announced in the US, the first one ever, that will send the Bitcoin and price completely exploding, and the whole cryptocurrency market after it, and everyone will get ridiculously rich, guys. So that's potentially going to happen. Now, crazy news with BlockFi facing that £100 million penalties over cryptocurrency interest accounts. Basically, if you guys don't know, you have some of you know this and some of you don't, but you have BlockFi, Celsius, and platforms like that, many other lending platforms in cryptocurrency that are offering interest, right? Much higher interest than you get at a bank, even on your US dollars, stable coins. So you could hold dollars and earn up to 10% interest, right, in cryptocurrency very safely and securely and reliably. And this has been happening for over 5 years now. It's been happening for about 5 years now, and in centralized platforms like BlockFi and Celsius, right? So those centralized platforms are now being targeted by the extremely jealous banks and government organizations and the regulatory industries like the Security and Exchange Commission in the US, targeting them and trying to get them to pay massive $100 million penalties for doing this illegally, right? Because they claim that they're selling securities illegally. So this is the one of the disadvantages about the centralized platforms like BlockFi and Celsius, because they can be targeted and stopped by the Security Exchange Commission and shut down by these government institutions at any moment. But I don't think they will. As you guys could see here, there is a bright future for all these lending platforms, the centralized ones. As you guys can see, huge day for BlockFi and an interest-bearing product. They have reached a resolution with both the Security and Exchange Commission and state regulators that identifies a clear path forward for folks in cryptocurrency to earn interest on their cryptocurrency. And he goes over the details here of what they have agreed in the future going forward. But it's interesting that Celsius hasn't been hit buy this yet because they do things very legally. So that's why I prefer Celsius as the best cryptocurrency centralized lending platform. And these platforms aren't going anywhere, guys. There is too much money to be made, and indeed all of the banks are currently working on models to copy them right now so that they can start earning lots of revenue from these interest accounts that you can get with cryptocurrency. Interest you can earn on your cryptocurrencies, and even interest that you can earn on your US dollar stable coins, and even the euro and the pound stable coins as well inside of cryptocurrency. So, but this just highlights something. Has the Security Exchange Commission wiped out the DeFi lending model with BlockFi? Well, it's always been a threat, but this shows the importance of DeFi, right? Decentralized finance, which is what this channel is about. Because even if these centralized platforms ever go down, and they can be hacked, they can go down in many different ways, right? There's a lot of risks in that sense, that there are more risks with the centralized platforms, but with Celsius I think it's really secure because they actually have insurance and things like that. But even if they do, if you know DeFi, right, how to use decentralized finance, how to have a MetaMask wallet, and how to interact on the blockchain of cryptocurrencies directly, you can interact with any blockchain. You can go on there and earn yield. Basically, you can earn interest on your coins directly without anyone ever being able to shut it down, because there is no centralized party in control of your wallet. You are the only one with access, you and your private keys to your wallet, which is why it's so important to learn DeFi. And that is really where the true freedom of cryptocurrency comes, right? You've got Canada trying to shut things down, and yeah, you can pretty much gain freedom, and no one can ever stop you from having your own sovereign funds in your own control, right? That is the promise of Bitcoin, and that is what gold used to give people, right? Because in theory, no one ever knew that you had gold, but and the governments couldn't necessarily confiscate it because there's no proof that you have gold, right? But that was the problems with gold in the past. But also, gold was not digitalized, so yeah, it had some disadvantages, and it was slower and less practical. But anyway, how the buy now pay later model is transforming merchant payments. I think this is really interesting. Perhaps you guys have used this. It is a newer version of credit cards and loans and debt. Basically, it's a way to make purchases, in retail. But you can make purchases with 0% interest, right? By using services like Klarna or PayPal, buy now pay later with 0% interest. So it allows you to buy products on credit without it even affecting your credit score or anything like that. There's Klarna, Afterpay, OpenPay, and Affirm, and they're putting credit card companies out of business, guys. They really are. It's making a massive impact in the payments industry and in the financial sector. So there's been massive sort of government regulations trying to stop this and close this down, but I think that this has a huge potential to continue being a successful payment model. And in the future, if this could integrate with cryptocurrency, that would be an absolute ideal scenario, and it is inevitable. It is only a matter of time before this type of thing happens. But if we check out here, buy now pay later is the fastest growing payment option for the whole of e-commerce. The idea of buy now pay later is to enable merchants to buy on credit and pay back later at their own leisure, and with no crazy interest, no interest to pay, guys, Although this has its origins in credit cards, it is considered to have far more potential in the industry. In fact, customer acquisition for buy now pay later services surged by 162% between 2018 and 2019 alone. In 2020, during the pandemic, it actually skyrocketed the use of buy now pay later in consumer retail. So most merchants are now realizing that the need for buy now pay later platforms because of the immersive benefits they can offer. Moreover, buy now pay later is also redefining the customer journey by effortlessly integrating as a checkout option into e-commerce. Really interesting here. It is merchants' perspective on integrating buy now pay later into their shops is very positive, providing massive benefits for merchants. I mean, it's so good for the people because there's less fees involved than there is with potential Visa and previous credit card payments in their shops because they lose a lot of the percentage on the transaction, so on the purchase. So the businesses benefit, they get more profit, right, per transaction using this method, and the customers don't have to pay using this method. I mean, you get the products for free, you pay it back over 3 payment installments, or sometimes a 48 months payment installments with 0 interest, guys, which is absolutely crazy. Klarna currently offers these services now. Very flexible and cool way to do in the future, but only if you understand how to manage your finances and manage debt and stuff like that. But it improves the overall customer experience and is laying a new standard for payments. Very interesting there. Thought I'd bring that to you guys' attention. The Hungarian central bank governor favors a crypto ban. So you got some central banks trying to ban crypto, as always, and then you have Russia swooping in and doing the opposite. Russian ministry wants to legalize Bitcoin mining in specific areas, and the proposal aims to recognize crypto mining as a commercial activity and introduce taxes on its realized profits. So they're trying to legalize crypto in order to extract the tax revenue right out of it. So countries are reacting differently, and the Royal Bank of India, the Reserve Bank of India, calls for a crypto ban in India. Once again, they just banned it a few months ago and then they unbanned it, and now they're trying to ban it again. Governments can't get their head around something that they cannot control, and it is driving them crazy, right? So Bitcoin cryptocurrency, sovereign, self-controlled money, it is absolutely disrupting the financial industry and the legacy central banks. Will the new multi-chain world ignite another DeFi summer? So as you guys can see, the cryptocurrency market is currently exploding and is looking really in an uptrend right now. So many people are saying that this could be a new DeFi summer. Now, if you guys know about the previous DeFi summer, we could have some exciting times ahead for the cryptocurrency in the next few months, as long as these geopolitical risks between Russia and Ukraine don't cause any type of massive financial crash. We also have the Federal Reserve raising interest rates next month, or at least pretending they are going to, which is in March, which is another matter. But those types of things for the cryptocurrency market, and indeed for the stock market, those interest rate hikes are already priced into the price. So, there's not any particular big reason why a rate hikes should send the cryptocurrency markets down. In fact, there is a lot of sentiment in the market right now and growing analysis that they could send the price of it up. So could there be another DeFi summer where we see these protocols exploding? Follow the channel to see us exploring all of the new altcoins, tokens, and decentralized finance protocols, the newest innovations coming out in the industry together here. So it is exciting times for cryptocurrency coming up in the next few months. We do not know what is going to happen, guys. If we go ahead and jump into this article here, microcap strategy for 100x gains. I was reading through this the other day, and it is so true. With a small investment of $500 in Solana, you could have made a massive profit. $500 investment in Shiba Inu could have made a massive profit in cryptocurrency. And this type of stuff, I was thinking happens all of the time. It is very common to invest in cryptocurrency and then have a 100x return on your investment. And this happens very often. In just a few months or in a year, that happens all the time. So just to give you an example, even it's so important just to learn about cryptocurrency, invest in the industry, and then just stay invested patiently, right, guys, for a few years and then see what happens. Because if you would have done that, let's check over here on CoinGecko. With Ethereum 1 year ago, look at this, you would have had a 72% return on investment. This is Ethereum. If we go down here to this part at the bottom, 1 year ago, you would have had 72% return on your investment. If you would have invested in Binance Coin, this is ranked the 4th biggest cryptocurrency, guys. You would have had a 214% return on your investment just from 1 year ago. Terra, 894% in 1 year. Solana at 1066% just from 1 year ago, guys. That means if you invested $1,000, you would have over 10 grand in less than a year. I mean, Avalanche, 129% in 1 year. Crypto.com token, Crow token, 454% since 1 year ago. Polygon, 1,684%. Phantom 1100%, Dogecoin 141%, and Shiba Inu. This was the best gem, hidden treasure found out of all of those coins. 438, 606,000%. So that brings me on to my next video, guys. This finding altcoins and investing in them in cryptocurrency. I'm going to bring you guys some low cap gems and some interesting coins and stuff on this channel. That will be for my next videos. So if you guys are interested in that, learning and finding out about low cap cryptocurrency gems, then subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notifications, and follow this channel for more DeFi. We're going to find brand new DeFi projects and brand new altcoins and upcoming cryptocurrency projects early when they are new. So if you guys enjoy that, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, thank you very much, guys, for supporting this channel. You guys have been amazing on the first few videos. It is absolutely amazing to see you guys all here on HotCuppaCrypto. And let's explode this channel to the absolute moon. Thank you for joining me, guys, and we will see you in the next video.